Hi, I'm Mike Woods. I'm the agency underwriter here, and I myself am a diabetic. What my job basically is to help people get the life insurance that they need and get them going with the right carrier and give them an idea up front of what kind of rates that they're going to be expecting coming out of life insurance. It's basically the role of the underwriter. Well, I myself have been working in the life insurance industry for going on about 27 years now. And my focus has been on underwriting for the last 15 years of that time frame. Diabetes is a growing concern in society, and coinciding, it's a growing concern for underwriting as well. So do I have experience? I have lots of experience looking at diabetes cases. I myself am a diabetic, so I know how to look at the situations as they present themselves, knowing what the real life situation is. Well, some of the common misconceptions that people have when they apply for life insurance is that because they're a diabetic or they're taking medication, that they're not going to be able to qualify. And that's typically not the case. We can usually get coverage with carriers and at reasonable rates based on your specifics, what your lab work runs, what your A1C runs, what your glucose readings are. That's going to determine how you're going to be rated. A lot of people think that even being a diabetic, if they're on insulin, that's going to prevent coverage. And it used to be a lot more of a concern for underwriting if you're on insulin versus oral medications. These days, the carriers are looking more towards what your level of control is. So you don't care what type of medication you're using, just as long as your control is good. The process underwriting, whether it be a diabetic, heart disease, cancer history, is all pretty straightforward. It is intimidating because there's a lot of language and verbiage that people are not aware of, comfortable with, have knowledge of. It's not as complex as it appears. It's basically taking a look at your health history and being able to assign a rate to it that makes it a good business decision for the insurance carrier as well as for the client. Just like it is with any type of car insurance, homeowners insurance, things like that. There are preferred rates, there are standard rates, and there are substandard rates. You're not going to be a preferred risk typically if you're a diabetic, because the preferred people don't have that type of history. We can usually get standard or table 2 with people that have good control, and then it goes down depending on your level of control, how long you had your diabetes, at what age you were diagnosed, any complications that you might have, and things like that. It's a matter of getting your health history done, having the carrier come out and do, the examiner for the carrier come out and do lab work, which is a urine sample and a blood sample. And it's really that simple. The best thing that you can do is to work with your doctor and get your A1C under control. That's going to determine the rate that you're going to pay, and the best thing that you can do is have that as controlled as possible when you're doing it. Have follow-up documentation with your doctor of what your readings are. Your doctor should have that in his notes. And then just, you are what you are and your readings are what they are. And the carriers will look at you as an individual. They're not going to look at you as a big pool of people. They're going to look at you as an individual, and they're going to rate you accordingly. But the best thing that you can do is just have as good a control as possible that you have of your diabetes. And you're going to want to have several readings that show favorable results in order to get the best rates.